Buddhism and the Four Noble Truths. The Four Noble Truths are four teachings that the Buddha found and made these a big part of the sermon. In World Religions, page 192, the quote says, "Like a doctor of the human spirit, the Four Noble Truths appraise the problem, diagnose the cause, propose a cure, and prescribe a treatment." These were important because Buddha believed in a way to always find a cure that the most natural way, such as nirvana. Buddhist people believe that life means suffering, and in order to escape the suffering, you have to follow the Four Noble Truths and make it across the Eightfold Path, which is also a part of the Four Noble Truths. Noble Truth number 1, sorrow and suffering. In the first truth, all living things must go through some sort of suffering. The suffering before death includes things such as old age, sickness, death, emotions, and other things that interfere with the idea of existence. When we achieve the suffering aspect of life, people are eventually on the right road to nirvana. Noble Truth number 2, origin and cause. When people become vulnerable, this is when they become the people that crave for mental or physical attention. Craving is the biggest characteristic when it comes to the second truth. When we crave things, it takes control of the identity through important things in life such as wealth, power, prosperity, self-image, family, and even individually. Buddha says when people are craving constantly, it eventually shows how you end up viewing yourself. And this ties back to the first truth because craving is on the road to suffering. Noble Truth number 3, cessation and ending. The cessation and ending truth is when the overall suffering is ending and the craving is ending. Once you stop craving, you will be ending the sorrow. But you have to stop the craving first. When the craving is ending on the way to nirvana, it is possible to come into a different relationship to the reality of our life that enables us to drop craving and to be free of wallowing obsessive compulsions, which was written by Mark Nicholbine. The final one is the path, which is also known as the Marga. The final truth connects to the idea of the Noble Eightfold Path, which means once you have reached the goal, you have officially reached the nirvana. It is important to emphasize the action of the Eightfold Path. Do not cause nirvana, since nirvana is regarded as an unconditioned state, which is also written in World Religions on page 193. The Eightfold Paths that are important to life include right worldview or understanding, right intention and commitment, right speech and communication, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right contemplative absorption. The first one of the Eightfold Path, the right worldview, is developing the philosophical perspective that enables one to penetrate through one's diluted concentrations of reality. The right intention is developing a sincere commitment to the path. Right speech is using the language and communication of truth and truth only. Right action is following the 5 concepts of Buddhism's moral code, which includes do not harm, do not steal, do not lie, avoid intoxicants, and avoid sexual misconduct. The 5th one is the right livelihood, doing work that is not injurious and to other sentient things, meaning trying not to kill other animals. The 6th one is right effort, persevering in the development of one's consciousness so that it is free from craving, which is important, which leads back to the Four Noble Truths. The 7th one is right mindfulness, which means practicing, meditating awareness so that the process through which thoughts and feelings and cravings can be done or fixed through clarity. The final one is the right contemplative absorption, which means developing the right state of mind and the focused conscious and being able to concentrate on things that might be important. All in all, the Four Noble Truths and the Noble Eightfold Path are important aspects of life in the religion of Buddhism. The reason for this is because they are all connected to important aspects of life. And once all is completed, the suffering ends, and you eventually find the cure by the idea of nirvana and clarity.